Iwan, I don't think since you've come in, probably apart from your arrival interview, I've not looked forward to sitting down with you so much. Obviously, I've been...
Feelings mutual, son.
I've been part of, obviously, a close-knit group of people here that I've been itching alongside yourself to make sure that we get over that line that you so much wanted. So let's just start by saying first, we thought that was deservedly so. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Apart from 5-10 minute spell in the second half, I thought we had the game under control. My team talk was all about aggression and intensity and tempo, and we've done that today. I thought we did it very well. We nullified their threats in terms of the pace they had going forward. And we've kept a clean sheet. And I just said to you there, what's a clean sheet? But we talked about winning ugly, and I'd take that all day. And we've done that today. And I have to buy my assistant manager a pint now, I think, to say thank you for getting us over the line.
Yeah, it was a hell of a strike from Matty, fair play. While we're on that, actually, Matty came on in place of Danny Hughes. What's the news on him?
Yeah, Danny's got a bit of delayed concussion, I think. He's collided with either the player when he's gone to head of the ball, and he was having blurred vision, so obviously we couldn't carry players with the kind of game it was today, so we made the decision to take him off and replace him. And obviously it's had the effect. So I thought, to be fair to Robbie Parry and Mark as well, they had an effect as well. Robbie down the line, and that ball into Matty was exquisite, and good day all round.
Would you say, and look to us looking from the side, it looked a bit more of a secure performance? We looked at in control throughout the game, the shape was kept really well. Was that maybe one of the more contributing factors as to why that clean sheet was kept?
Yeah, definitely. I think we've worked really hard in training this week. I think the hardest we worked in terms of shape and keeping the ball and intensity and tempo and boxing the set pieces off. We've done everything. We've left no stone unturned, and you could see that today, because I do believe the harder you work, you'll get your rewards. And I'm just happy that we've kept the clean sheet first and foremost, because I think it's the first one in the second phase, and to nick one in the end to ensure safety, and with everything in the background, Tony Healy's family, the girls here as well, good crowd, and even the Aberystwyth fans were in good voice as well. So yeah, good day all round.
Touch on David Thompson's performance. Obviously he's come straight in. Must have been difficult for him with him not having actually trained with Llandudno this week. Obviously he was at Ballard on Wednesday and joined up with us on the Thursday. But good performance. Yeah,
do you know what? That's what Dave Thompson brings you. He brings you attitude, he brings you intensity, he'll have a go, he'll have a bite. He's not afraid to voice his opinions, and I'm sure the subs were quite disappointed seeing him being thrown in straight away today. But I would take full responsibility if it didn't work, but I thought Dave gave us everything, in terms of athleticism, and we spoke about Declan Walker being one of their main threats coming up from right back there and having a pot shot from anywhere. But I thought Dave Thompson gave him a problem today, which is exactly what we wanted. So yeah, I think not to take credit for myself, but I think the game plan worked, and I think Dave Thompson was a big part of it.
So it is a massive sigh of relief now with us having secured our Welsh Premier League status. We know that it was necessarily still against the odds coming into today, but it's nice to get over that line. So what does that mean for you now? What are you looking for in the next 3 games?
It means a great deal. You could tell when I first came in that there were a few issues here and there in terms of things not going our way and missing out with the top 6, and trying to get players motivated to compete in the bottom 6, and it's been a completely different challenge for me, but I think one I've embraced, and it's been quite a stressful time. But if you talk about being selfish from a personal point of view, I've learned how to deal with losing games. Where at my previous clubs, I think my record was like 82% win rate. So for me personally, it's been a good challenge. But I've got a massive summer ahead of me now. For a club the size of Llandudno to finish where they have done 2 years in a row, it's not good enough. So we have to change things, and players will come in, the philosophy will change, because we have to do something. We have to do something to get us competing at the right end of the table. And I'd like to thank the supporters for being faithful to me and being so supportive, which they have been since I've come in. But now it's time to judge Iwan Williams as a manager, because I've got a clean slate. I've got a massive summer, as I said, ahead of me now. Next 3 games will give me a chance to rotate, to see what the current squad have got to offer. And it's people say that we can take a foot off the gas now, but for me, players need to show that they need to stay at Llandudno Football Club, and the next 3 games are massive.
Excellent. We'll leave it at that, mate.
Thank you.
As a club, town and community, We were shocked and saddened to receive the news last week that one of our own, Tony Healy, suddenly passed away. Tony was an extremely hard-working individual and was a real pleasure to have him as a volunteer, supporter and committee member of this football club. His love for life was infectious, and he was certainly inspirational to those who crossed his path with his positive attitude, something we can all agree we can adopt into our own lives moving forward. We are blessed to have some of Tony's closest family and friends here today, and we would like to ask all of you in attendance to join us on the referee's whistle in a minute's applause in memory of Tony.